you all do or do not go back to the high school from here? We do. If you do, that's fine. You can place your order over there during lunch. If not, and let me just preface this by saying, order this online. Jostens.com. You don't have to come see me. Just do it online. That's what 90% will do anyway. But if you would rather turn in your order form, do it next Friday. Okay? To walk across the stage, you have to have a cap and gown. How do we figure out what size your cap and gown is? And listen, I have a mirror at my house. Okay? You have a mirror at your house. I know I'm a big dude. Weight can be a sensitive subject. I need your correct height and weight for your cap and gown. Sounds simple enough. This is my 25th year working with Jostens. Every year it gets messy because some people don't want to put their real height and weight. If you were to go to my parents' house right now, you would see a picture of my sister on her graduation day and me on my graduation day, hanging in my house. That was 30 years ago. In 30 years, your picture's going to be hanging in somebody's house on your graduation day. You want that picture to be as flattering as possible. Let's go back to what I said earlier. Your correct height and weight. I had a quick story about a kid that lied to me. Mama calls after I delivered the caps and gowns to Justin. My little baby girl looks like a stuffed sausage in her cap and gown. Fantastic picture. So I looked at the order form and said, ma'am, is she 5'8", 125 pounds? Lord, no. Little baby girl lied to me over 100 pounds on her height and weight. That's not going to look good. That picture's going to be hanging in somebody's house in 30 years. I would rather err on the side of full. I'm one of those tweener sizes. Anybody else with me? It depends who makes it, depends how it fits. This is an extra large shirt. The shirt I wore yesterday was a 2X. I'm one of those in-between sizes. I would much rather your cap and gown that's going to be in somebody's house, whether that be on the full side than on the spandex side. This is not a custom fitting gown. It is a custom gown. That's why we have to get the orders in now. It has the CH on the chest. Okay? It is a custom gown, but it's not a custom fitting gown. So, correct height and weight. Girls, you will probably have on some kind of heel, pump, wedge, boot, I don't know, whatever else my wife makes her taller. Because graduation is a formal time. You've earned the right to walk across this stage and look nice. Girls, add an inch to your height if you'd like. You don't have to, but add an inch, because with that, you gain an inch. Everyone add 5 pounds to their weight. This is where the girls go, jerk. I hate you. Girls, you were going to lie to me 5 pounds anyway. Just getting it back from you. Correct height and weight, girls add an inch. Everybody add 5 pounds. We good? Sounds simple. Okay. On to the next thing. When you order online, you can order in packages. You can order individually. You can order a package and add onto the package. My little boy, they just built a Chick-fil-A down from my house. My little boy, when I take him through Chick-fil-A, Daddy, I want a number 1, no pickles, with a lemonade. He orders a value meal. Why does he do that? Because it's easier for him to just say number 1. He wants that number 1. Sometimes He'll say, Daddy, I want a number one, no pickles, with a lemonade, and can I get an ice cream cone? That's adding on to your package. Sometimes, Daddy, I'm just wanting an ice cream cone. Understand you do that because it saves you time, it saves you money, and same thing with ordering your packages. I'm a numbers guy. I love to read into data and to see what parents need, kids want, and what you have to have. Parents need, kids want, and what you have to have. You have to have what to walk across the stage? Cap and gown. The cap and gown in the Bruin package is free. Okay, that's the most popular package. So when you see that Bruin package, know that that cap and gown is free, and you're going to go through it. It has announcements. When I was a senior, my Jostens rep started talking about announcements. I had no idea what he was talking about. There are 3 times in your life that it's socially acceptable to send out a piece of mail and expect something in return. Graduations, wedding, babies. I've done all 3. Graduated a couple times, got married to my wife, and we've got 2 kids. When you do each of those things, graduations, that was my first time going through it. I didn't understand what it was. My parents sent out announcements. Guys, it was like Christmas in May every time I went to my mailbox. It was fantastic. I don't know if people were shocked that I was graduating. I didn't care if they came to my graduation. All I knew is they sent me a check or a gift card, and I thought that was awesome. Who do you invite to your graduation? Your family friends, your neighborhood friends, your out-of-town relatives. Who do you not invite to your graduation? I don't want you to go to church and start chucking these out with the ushers, passing out everything. I don't want you going through, just go out to your friends and start throwing them around. And in all honesty, and this is a soapbox of mine, my wife teaches and coaches basketball at Lafayette High School. Lafayette's graduating class this year is 850. Every year, my wife gets about 25 announcements for Lafayette's graduation. She's going to graduation. Do not invite your teachers, faculty, and staff of Central Hardin. Okay? My wife loves her students. Except for one this morning, she just sent me a picture today. Y'all have spirit days where you have anything but a backpack day? Y'all ever heard of that? She just had a student walk in her class with a snake coiled up his arm to carry his books. She doesn't love him. But she loves those students. She's going to be at graduation. Do not send your teachers, faculty, and staff an announcement to send you money. What I want you to do, I'd rather you do, is send them a thank you note and just go, man, thanks. I needed your help. You were there. Teachers get so little pats on the back. Just that little bit of recognition from you to them would mean a lot. Okay? How many announcements do I need? Don't know. The average at Central last year was right around 42.6. And some people ordering 200. And some people ordering one for just for a souvenir. Figure it out, how many announcements you want and need. Next Friday when I come, you'll have all that figured out, or you'll just go ahead and order that online. Announcements. Also, the trend when I was in school was to send out the traditional announcement. The trend now has moved more towards the photo announcement. Those are all in the packages. Take your pick, whichever ones you need, and we'll go from there. All the wearable items that are on the table up here. When you order those are going to be shipped straight to your house. That's the hoodies, t-shirts, tassels, Anything in your mind that makes up your graduation to celebrate, that's what I'm here for. Those are all gonna be shipped straight to your house. Your caps and gowns, I will deliver at the school. They'll all go to the high school. And if we need to, we'll gather all them up and bring them over here, and we'll distribute them here, if that makes it easier. But they'll all go to the high school, we'll pass those out. How do I pay on this? If you need to pay, you can pay in full, you can pay a deposit, you can, if you wanted just your cap and gown or whatever. I don't want a payment to get in the way of ordering your cap and gown. Get your order in, and you have until graduation to get it paid off. However, you're gonna have a box, there's gonna be a box with a cap and gown in it that has your name on it. It's gonna fit you. But if it's not paid for, is that your cap and gown or is that my cap and gown? Mine. You gotta pay for your stuff to be able to get your cap and gown, okay? Everybody understands? All right. What I wanna do, if I can have you four, can you help me? We're gonna pass out your packets. There's also a cap and gown package sheet, and there's also the Bruin package, okay? Once you get those three things, you are free to go back to where you need to go to. There's a good ACT training going on right now. All right, everybody good? Anybody got any questions?
So the one that comes up all the time,
Yeah.
especially with some of the students in this group, because they're graduating also with their associate's degree at ECTC,
Right.
about how, can I use someone else's cap and gown from last year? I got a brother that just graduated, a sister, and I know you talked about the height and weight and things like that. Is that allowed?
The short answer is no. And here's why. A couple years ago, we changed companies from Balfour to Jostens. That cap and gown that came last year didn't have the CH on the side, on the chest. This year it is. Last year they had a stole. That's not what they're wearing now. The colors from 2 years ago will not match the color for this year. So that's a long answer just to say no. Great question. Anybody else?